We'll get them the next time, and the next time never comes. And then you see our sister, broken, sitting on those platforms.
What if one of the most respected actresses in Hollywood was still being paid far less than she deserved? And what if the industry that celebrates talent publicly, quietly undervalued it behind the scenes? Recently, actress Taraji P. Henson shocked fans when she opened up about the reality of Hollywood pay. And her words sparked a conversation that many people had been afraid to start. But to truly understand why this moment matters, we have to look at the journey that brought her here. Before Taraji P. Henson became a household name, her story began far from Hollywood. She was born and raised in Washington, D.C., and her path to success was anything but easy. While pursuing acting, Taraji was also a young mother raising her son. At one point, she had only a few $100s in her bank account when she decided to take a huge risk. She packed her car, moved to Los Angeles, and chased a dream that many people said was impossible. But Taraji believed something powerful, that talent, persistence, and hard work would eventually open doors. And slowly, those doors began to open. Taraji's breakthrough came when she started landing roles in major films and television shows. Her performance in Hustle and Flow introduced her to a wider audience, and then came a role that would truly change her career. In the film, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Taraji delivered a powerful performance that earned her an Academy Award nomination. Suddenly, Hollywood knew her name. But even with this recognition, the story behind the scenes was very different. Many people assume that once an actor reaches a certain level of success, the financial rewards automatically follow. But Taraji recently revealed that this isn't always the case. In interviews, she spoke openly about the frustration she felt when negotiating pay for major projects. Despite her awards, experience, and global recognition, she found herself repeatedly having to fight for fair compensation. At one point, she even broke down emotionally while discussing the issue. Because what many fans didn't realize was that the gap between public success and private reality can be enormous. For Taraji, the challenge wasn't just about money, it was about respect. When Taraji finally spoke publicly about the issue, her words resonated with millions of people. She explained that Hollywood often praises diversity and talent on the surface, but behind the scenes, the system can still create barriers.
I have other things because this industry, if you let it, it'll steal your soul. But
Her honesty sparked conversations across social media and the entertainment industry. Some people applauded her courage. Nique added that the real problem in Hollywood is that people aren't supposed to call anyone out directly. She said when she spoke up, people were shocked because she was actually naming powerful figures in the industry, including Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels. As she put it, "That's not what we do. We say the studio or the producers, but you don't say the names." Others were surprised that someone so successful still had to fight for fairness. But Taraji's message was clear. Even after years of dedication, success does not always mean equality. What makes Taraji's story so powerful is that she never allowed these challenges to define her. Instead, she continued to work, create, and push forward. Her role in the hit television series Empire made her one of the most recognizable faces on television. Her portrayal of Cookie Lyon became iconic. Fans loved the character's confidence, strength, and authenticity. But behind that performance was a woman who had spent years fighting to be valued properly. And that fight made her voice even stronger. According to Nique, the pay inequality issue in Hollywood goes far deeper than one actress or one movie. Speaking about Taraji P. Henson's emotional moment, Nique said the situation reflects a long-standing pattern in Hollywood.
Now, I understand that because there was a time I felt the same way.
Exactly.
Because that's what I was told.
Right.
You just keep going and we'll get them the next time. We'll get them the next time.
She explained that Black women in the entertainment industry are often praised for their talent, dedication, and cultural impact. But when it comes time to negotiate pay, they frequently find themselves undervalued. Nique argued that this is exactly why many actresses eventually feel forced to speak up. According to her, waiting quietly and hoping things will change rarely works in an industry where power and money are tightly controlled.
And then you get that first big check.
Yes.
And you think the people that gave it to you is awesome because they gave it to you. And it's more money than you've ever seen before until you find out this ain't the right money. This ain't the right amount. Wait a minute. If they got this, why am I getting this?
Instead, she believes black women in Hollywood often have to fight for fair treatment and equal pay, even when doing so risks backlash or criticism.
I'm not shedding one tear. I'm not going to say, I don't want to say their name because I might get in trouble. I'm going to say all of it.
Right.
Because when you really think about that little girl coming behind you, what I don't ever want that baby to see is me broken.
And that, she suggested, is part of the reason Taraji's emotional interview resonated with so many people. Because for many actresses, it wasn't just about one paycheck. It was about years of feeling overlooked in an industry that publicly celebrates them while privately undervaluing their work.
But when you hear black women saying we're the most undervalued, disrespected, underserved, mistreated, violated, exploited, we get all of that.
Taraji's story isn't just about Hollywood. It's about something much bigger. It's about what happens when people speak honestly about systems that many others are afraid to question. It's about persistence in the face of obstacles. And it's about refusing to accept limits placed by others. For many viewers, Taraji represents something deeply inspiring. She represents resilience. What Taraji's journey reminds us is that success doesn't mean the challenges disappear. Even at the highest levels of achievement, there can still be battles to fight. But those battles often create the opportunity for change. By speaking openly about her experiences, Taraji helped bring attention to an issue that affects many people in the entertainment industry. And sometimes one voice is enough to start a much larger conversation.
I feel like people need to hear that. I think sometimes when they see public figures, they think we have it all together because we've found some money or whatever. You know, people think that money heals, and money will bring you more problems than you had when you were broke.
The path to success is rarely simple, and the stories we see on screen often hide the struggles behind the scenes. But Taraji P. Henson's journey shows that persistence, courage, and honesty can create impact far beyond any single role. Her story is a reminder that success isn't just about reaching the top. It's about using your voice once you get there. Stories like this remind us that behind every successful figure is a journey filled with challenges, perseverance, and truth. If you enjoy powerful stories about resilience, culture, and the realities behind fame, make sure to subscribe and join this community, because sometimes the most important stories are the ones people hesitate to tell. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.